Hey everyone, how's it going? Sean here. Today we're going to talk about saving some money by creating your own ads on Photoshop. Now, we're going to be putting these ads on Facebook, and they have some requirements that you need to make sure you meet, or you might have some problems with traffic or even uploading the ad in the first place. So let's go over some of the design recommendations that they ask you for, and this is straight off of Facebook, okay? So they tell you what file type they want it to be, whether it's a JPEG or a PNG. They give you the image ratio 9 by 16 or 16 by 9. And they tell you image that consists of more than 20% text may experience reduced delivery. And then they tell you a maximum of 125 characters on the text. So you're probably wondering, like, well, 125 characters, or 20%. You might get confused. At least I was when I first looked at it. So what I did was I clicked this link right here. It says learn more about text and images, and it breaks it down so it's super easy to understand. So this is what, after you click that link, this is where it's going to bring you. So I read a little bit, and then right here is a perfect diagram, little example of letting you know what's what. So the body text is where you'd put your 125 characters, which a lot of times you'll see either above or below the picture. Okay. Then you have your ad image, which is what the picture that you're going to be showing everybody, or your ad. Now, image text is what's going to be on the picture itself. So what they're saying is that they do not want to see more than 20% of text on the picture, on the ad itself. Okay. So you can have more than 20% above or below, right? But not on the picture itself. If you look at this one, you can see they only use two words, right? Everything, or everyday quality. Not too much, so it meets their requirements. Now, if you're unsure about your ad, you can always click here to check your image before you run your ad to see if it qualifies, to make sure it's okay, and they'll let you know if there's any issues with it. So that's a great feature to have right there. So we can go ahead and create one, which I'm going to start from scratch and show you guys an ad that I made and how I make my ads. This video is going to be really about saving money, right? Because a lot of people, they don't know how to make their own ads. And it's really not that hard. And I'm just going to do a basic one, very simple. And it can go a long way with different companies or different niches, so to speak. You can use it for clothing if you want, jewelry, a number of things. So let's head over to Photoshop, okay? And this is the ad that we're going to create right here, okay? Very simple, very basic, nothing crazy, right? I've already checked this ad out to make sure that it meets the qualifications on Facebook, and it does. Just to give you an example of what, something would be that would qualify for an ad on Facebook that wouldn't give you any issues if you would put it up. So I already grabbed myself an image off of Google, and this is how it originally started out. And this is going to be our end product, right? And we're going to go from start to finish. And I'm going to show you how to get it to look something like this. And like I said, you can have a woman standing here with a red dress on if you wanted to, and you can just have that red dress pop out. Or maybe a car in busy streets, and you only want that one car to pop out. Whatever the case might be, it could be jewelry on somebody, and just the jewelry stands out. This is just one way of making an ad. There's so many other ways, but the bottom line is saving money, learning how to do it yourself, and this is really not that hard at all. Okay, so let's get started here with making the file to meet the requirements of Facebook, right? So we're going to go over here, we're going to go File, New. Okay, now we're going to go to, I've already created a custom one. I did 16 by 9. Okay, we noticed from the previous screen over here on Facebook that their requirements, one of their requirements is an image ratio of 9 by 16 or 16 by 9, right? So I'm going to come over here to custom. I've already created one. Now you could change the inches to pixels. You could change it to centimeters, millimeters, whatever you prefer. I'm just going with inches because that's what I know that they're asking for, and that's how I know I'm within their parameters. Resolution I put at 72. You could change that if you want. You can go to 100 or sometimes 300 ppi. And if you're not sure what ppi is, it means pixels per inch. So I'm going to leave mine at 72, and I'm going to leave the width at 16 and the height at 9. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and create this. I'm going to unlock the background by double clicking over here on the right hand side where the layers are, and I'm going to click OK. Now I'm going to come over to my image over here, and I'm going to take this image, that I grabbed off of Google Images and bring it over here. Now you can already tell the ratio is way off, right? We can't really work with this. So I'm going to hit Control T. I'm going to drag the image over here. I'm going to go to the corner and I'm going to hold down Shift, right? Because I don't want to distort this picture too much, right? I can make it wider or shorter. I don't want to distort. I want it to look as authentic and real as it was when it was first taken. So I'm going to hold down Shift and go to the corner here and make it a little bit smaller, right? I don't want to go too small, but just small enough to where it could fit in here. Okay, so as you can see, I still have some white spaces on the side, right? So instead of taking this and pulling it out to the sides, that's going to distort. See? I'll show you right here. That's going to distort it, right? I don't like that. So we're going to go back, hit Control Z, okay, bring that back the way it was. So somewhere right around here, right? So now instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down Shift and make it a little bit bigger again, okay? I'm going to line this corner up right here, okay? I'm going to keep going, make it a little bit bigger. About right there looks good. And I mean, you can move it a little bit if you need to, but just a little bit, okay? We don't want to go too crazy. And when you have it all set up the way you want, just hit Enter. Okay, so now that you have that set up, what you do from here is you come over to the layer that you just created, right? And you go and you right click and you hit duplicate layer. You can name it whatever you want. I'm just gonna leave it as layer 1 copy, right? Okay, now what you want to do is you want to click on that layer copy that you just made. You're gonna come over to select, come down to color range, and this is where we're going to isolate the color that you want, or whatever object it is that you want, right? And I want to do the leaves. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on that object. So for instance, I'll click on my leaf, right? And as you can see, the color that I clicked on, all it does is it shows that same exact color throughout the entire picture, and it just brings it out. And the rest of them, it puts it in the background. So if you want, what you can do is originally, if you hit selection preview, yours is probably on none. So it might have looked a little different. So I just switched it for you guys. But right here, you can tell what I'm highlighting right here, right? So if I want, like, say, the bottom part of this leaf, okay, as you can see, I don't have it selected right now. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to click that. Oh, see, now look, now I don't have the other part of my leaves, right? So let's come back over here, click that. I'm going to click the plus button, okay, which I'm going to add another color for it to select. And I'm going to come over here to the bottom part of the leaf. Okay, so now that I have my entire plant selected, if you notice in the background, okay, you see all that extra stuff, that's okay. We can erase that later on. Just to give you a better idea of what it looks like, I'm going to come over here to white matte. I'm going to click on that, and now you can see what I have actually selected. So I'm pretty comfortable with this. I have most of that plant. And we're going to go ahead and go forward with this. Now, if you're not comfortable with how it is, you can take this fuzziness scale and slide it from left to right. And as you can see, it adjusts what you select and what you don't select, right? So I'm going to leave it right about here. I like that pretty good, okay? So let's make it even 100, right? Because I have a little bit of OCD. All right, so let's hit OK. Now that we have it selected, I want you to come down here to the right where it should say Create New Layer Mask, or Add Layer Mask, right? We're going to click that. Okay. Now that we have it selected, we're going to come down to the other layer, the first layer that we made, and we're going to go to Images, Adjustment, come down to Desaturate. Okay. See, now, as you can tell, we have all that green that we previously selected standing out, right? But we have a lot of cleaning up to do. And this is the part where I said you come by and you just erase it. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back to our first layer, okay? We're going to come over to the erase tool, okay? And then if you want to adjust the size of the tool, you can just hit your bracket keys to make it bigger or smaller. But just for demonstration purposes, I'm not really too worried about that. So I'm going to go ahead and start erasing all this excess green that I don't want. Right? Now be careful not to go on the plant itself, because you will erase the color off that plant. So you want to get as close as you can. And again, for demonstration purposes, I'm not going to get too crazy with this, right? I just want to give you guys an idea. Now for you, I would definitely recommend getting as close as you can to these leaves, right? To make it look as professional as possible. And again, you can do this with so many different pictures and use it on different ads and stuff. Okay, so clean that up pretty good. Like I said, we got a little bit of extra green over here. I'm not too worried about it. Okay, let's get this. Okay, so that's good enough, right? So now that we have that all set up, now all we have to do is put our text in there. And this is pretty self-explanatory. So you come over to the text tool, and let's type in um, what I originally put on the other ad. So I think it was financial freedom starts here. So okay, so now we want to adjust this a little bit, right? We don't want to make it huge to where it's overbearing, but we do want to make it so that people can see it, because this ad isn't going to be gigantic, right? But we want people to be able to see it. So I'm going to come over here to my text. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I'll leave it at 40 for now, okay? Now I'm going to select all of it, and if you want, you come over here to your font styles, and you could just highlight it and then hit the down arrow, and you could change the font to whatever you want, right? Let's do the script right here. I like the way this looked. It's pretty cool. So hit enter. Okay, now it's still kind of small, right? So I want to make it a little bit bigger. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Control T. Make sure I'm selected over here on the right hand side on the Layers tab. Make sure I'm selected on the font. Hit Control T, and I'm going to hold down the Shift button again because I don't want to distort this, right? I want it to be unison as I make it bigger. So I'm going to hold down the Shift button, drag this out a little bit, and right there seems about good, right? Let's move this over here, right? I grab this, bring it over here, okay? So now we're probably like, well, it's still kind of hard to see, and you're right, it is. So there's a couple things we can do with that. One, we can go back to the text tool, come over here and highlight it, right? Come up here to the color, and if we want, we can actually make it the same color as the plant, right? Or we can choose whatever color we want here at this point. So just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to pick the color of the plant, right? So hit enter, and boom. Okay, so now I want this to pop out a little bit more and make it look a little bit more professional. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a drop shadow behind it. So I'm going to come over to my Layers tab, right click, go to blending options, come down to drop shadow, okay, and right there, right up there, you see that pop, what a difference that was right there, okay? It just makes that script pop out so much better. So drop shadow is a great way to make words, even scripts, show a little more defined. Now you can adjust this if you want. You can go distance, spread, so on and so forth, right? But I'm going to keep it pretty simple here, again, just for demonstration purposes. I don't want to go too far. I just want it to have a little black outline so it pops out a little bit, okay? And then I'm going to hit OK on that. Now, what you can also do, again, if you want to get creative, me personally, sometimes the simpler something is, the better it is you can also have a gradient overlay on your font so that you can make it go from light green to dark green back to light green if you want. I'm not going to do that here because I actually like the way this looks just the way it is. But that's the end result, guys, right? It's pretty simple. You sure didn't take me no time at all, and people pay other people to do stuff like this. Granted, I'm not sure what they're paying because I don't, pay people to do this. I do it myself, and I know a lot of people who need to create ads for themselves that don't know how to do it, and they go out and they have someone else make it for them. And there's nothing wrong with that, but if you can try to save money, you can put that towards, your campaign or put it towards another investment, right? Because again, this channel isn't just about making money. It's also about saving it, because the more you can save, the more you can invest. So why not try to learn as much as you can about as much as you can, right? We don't want to just focus on one thing. We want to know the whole process from start to finish, making an ad, spreading the word, getting it on Facebook, on YouTube, so on and so forth, Twitter, Instagram. It's a lot to gather in at one time. But there's videos out there left and right about making ads or how to promote yourself. So I just want this video to be a little helpful guide to show you guys how to make a advertisement for Facebook that they will be happy to use. And that's really it, guys. So this is what we started out with, right? And this is where we're at now, and it meets the guides and the parameters that Facebook wants. It looks clean, it's fresh, it's simple, and that's really it. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Give it a thumbs up if it was helpful. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I would love the help and support growing my channel, and I'll be coming out with videos consistently, again, about ways to save money, make money, ways to start out if you don't have any money, right? I've talked a couple videos about that. All different types of things. Even some of them might even be motivation because some people need a little help. So, all right, guys, well, that's it for me. Until next time, take care.